If you're anything like me, you've got your eye on some high-end renovations, but your wallet is just a little light. So today, we're going to show you how to take your average builder's grade wood cabinet and turn it into a really high-end looking distressed cabinet complete with crown molding for just a fraction of the cost. And here to help us do that is Susan Caldwell from My Green Cottage, and you guys specialize in new construction and in green renovations, right? And there are a lot of benefits to going with faux finishes right around the house.
Absolutely. Homeowners' first reaction typically is to rip everything out and start over, right? But our focus at My Green Cottage is really to renew, refresh, and recycle.
So there are lots of benefits to going with faux finishes.
Absolutely. It's super easy. Faux finishing is an art that anyone can learn.
All right, fantastic. Let's go to our workshop and get started.
Sounds great.
So we're here now in the workshop, and we set it up so that we don't have any overspray and mess up anything in the house or around the house. And we're here with Joanne. She's the decorative artist responsible for that beautiful look of the faux cabinets that we just saw. Joanne, thank you very much for joining us. And quickly, take me through that process of how to create that beautiful look.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to sand, we're going to clean, we're going to prime, paint, and do our decorative work, and then finally we're going to put a finish on.
All right, so let's get started. The first thing you talked about is sanding, correct?
Yes.
This is a sander. Got to put our masks on.
Got to put our mask on.
Stay safe.
Mike, great job. All right, we're ready for the next step now.
Right.
Let's get, you've got your gloves on, let's get a really heavy-duty deglosser and degreaser here. We want to clean off all this sanding dust and get it ready for our priming stage.
So that makes it a lot easier to paint, right?
Yes, absolutely. That gives us a little tooth for the paint, gets any debris off the cabinet so that we'll get good adherence of our paints.
All right, Joanne, we've had a great time. We've sanded, we've cleaned, and now we've primed it. It's time now to apply the paint.
Exactly. Want to get your mask, please?
That's right. All right, the paint is dried, and it's time now to create our distressed look, right, Joanne?
Exactly. We want to put some of this glaze on that has a white pigment in it. We're going to sort of create a sort of a washed effect over these cabinet doors. That's
nice
great, Mike.
coating.
We get to have some fun now,
Absolutely.
okay?
This
Take
is
your
a good
cheesecloth. Just pull that right off. Great job.
And the final step, of course, is to add the antiquing to really give it that distressed look, right, Joanne?
Yes, exactly. And you'll notice I'm not wearing gloves for this. We're using products that are very low in volatile organic compounds, which means they're safe for us to use. So what I'm using right now is not a glaze, but a water-based gel stain.
And basically, Joanne, there really is no right or wrong in the application.
Exactly. The more random, the better.
So once you're done with all the other stages, the prepping and the sanding and the glazing, then the doors go back up, and the final touch to give it that real high-end look, the crown molding. And Doug here is from My Green Cottage, and he's putting them up. And Doug, you can really get those just about anywhere, right?
Yeah, I bought them at the local supply store. They came primed and everything. We just gave them to the painter, and she applied all this really nice finish to it, and now we're nailing up the last piece.
And you're just about done. And once that's done, you add your own personal touch here with a little hardware, and you've taken something old and created something new by just thinking a little outside the cabinet.
All right, now it's time for the third part in our series on eco-friendly laundry. It's sort of like Lord of the Rings, you know, it's 3 parts, so stay tuned for this, and if you want to see the first 2 parts, check out our website.